Last week we spoke on talent. And we went through a few things concerning what is a talent. Now that you have received what you want, the Lord is going to require you to be accountable for what He has also given you. It's a give and take. It's a give and take. That which you confessed about many a times is a result of a reckless use of that which He has given you. Our errors and our inhibitions are either out of ignorance or out of commission, which is the reckless use of what He has given us. And that is what we call a talent. Your talent. Your talent is that gift that He foreknew you with. As He said in Romans 8, is that which He foreknew you with, which predestined you. Which predestined you. So it's the potential of your total fulfillment of purpose on earth. That is your talent. It's given you so that it becomes a resource for your functioning in life. Okay? It's that special thing that brings you out as unique from the other person. Or those special things that set you apart. All others may exhibit some sort of it. But the way you exhibit it is so unique to you that it makes you bring value to every situation and enterprise that you alone engage with. That is your talent. Lose it, and you are nothing. That's the fact. Lose your talent, and you are nothing. It is that particular thing that you are engaged in that God wants you to work with in such a way that it can be seen as excellent. That is your talent. What is that? Whether you are a preacher, a seamstress, a watch seller, a driver, whatever skill that has become your dominant activity is very closely related to your talent. When you properly sow it and harness it with excellence, then you tend to gain additional talents that become higher than where you started. The multiplication factor in your talent is making it available for use for the benefit of others. That is the key. When you stop harnessing it, then it dies. Very careful. And when you stop engaging with it, then you have lost something that you may never be able to recover from. And your life will be miserable on earth to the end. Your talent is unique, so you cannot copy someone else's talent. Okay, let me say that again. What you have been predestined with, that the Lord foreknew you with, and gave to you as a resource to bring value to the creation story, is unique to you. So therefore, if you see someone in your same industrial area exhibiting a certain uniqueness and decide to copy that person, you will fail. It's called counterfeiting. Because that person always has something new coming up that you have no idea about, so you can only be second best. I see TD Jakes. A lot of you have been seeing TD Jakes jumping and shouting and groaning and screaming. If you attempt to copy TD Jakes in your church, I can assure you, you will empty the church. You may be in the same industry, but your skill set and the way you deploy it has to be unique. Like I said, when you stop harnessing it properly, then you will lose it. Then you will lose it. There's a great boxer, or there was a great boxer, he's now in the past. Two of them actually that I have always seen as a sad story. One an American, the other a Ghanaian. Mike Tyson, who many of you knew, was a great talent. I'll add a third as a contrast. Mike Tyson, by the time he was 20, was worth over $50 million. And by the time he got to the point of his 18th bout, the guy was almost $500 million rich. The problem was that he knew he had a certain talent, but he did not know how to harness it for the other person's good. So his talent had no purpose beyond himself. He didn't find any other purpose for it other than to be rich. So he stopped being diligent to guard it. You see, if the thing does not benefit the other, then you have no accountability to keep it going for the sake of the other. When you are selfish and say, as for this was mine, then soon enough you'll be bored with it because there's no other use for it. Once you have a lot of money, and I know people are still looking for money, but once you have a lot of money sitting in your account and you can't use it for anything, you become foolish. Because money is said that it must be spent on something. It has no value by itself unless it is exchanged for another good. So if that good is not to serve the common good of mankind, you will spend it on things that get to a saturation point that there is no need for anymore. So if you have 100 mansions, you get to the 100 mansions and still don't know what it is for. Because you can't live in all and it becomes useless. So it has many cars and there's no need to drive that many cars. So he gets to a point where you become self-destructive. You have no other purpose for it. The contrast to such a great talent was Muhammad Ali. He had the same great talent in the same industry. The same industry. But he understood the purpose for his talent. He understood that it was not for self-aggrandizement, but that he had the skill to draw attention to the plight of many. And became the champion for human rights. The voice for the depressed and the oppressed. At every least opportunity, once he gets out of the ring, he's going for the human cause. So Muhammad Ali was known to have only 2 houses. And at the point of his death, 2 cars. He had money that is enough to just take care of himself. The rest, he gave it all out. As he was earning it, he was just giving it out to the poor. Talent. And what you do with it. There are 2 Ghanaian boxers that have similar contrasts. Azuma Nelson and Aikwote. Take your pick. I know my voice goes on the media, so you make your decision who that falls where. The key to your talent is you understanding why you have it. Because once you begin to harness it, it will plunge you from obscurity into the limelight. When that happens, then you must be diligent with it. Some of us have beautiful voices. It's interesting. Some of us know that when we come around, we are the best organizers. So we walk in late. And when you call us, the way we would drag our feet back. You need to be diligent with your talent and work hard so that it becomes relevant. I think Proverbs 22:29 talks about the diligent man. So have you seen a diligent, the man who is diligent at his work? Have you seen the man who is diligent at his work? He will come before kings. We talked about it the last time. If you are not diligent about what you do and you are only an eye pleaser, when people are around, that's when you are seen busybodying. In your secret of places, you are the most slothful. Trust you me, you cannot go before kings. You will fail. You will be exposed so badly. You think somebody reported you. If you like, be a slothful watch seller. And when the people come, you just be smiling. And when they leave, you do. After their third trip to you, the food itself will send them off. Your environment alone will make it impossible for them to come close. If you are slothful in the house, you cannot be diligent in public. That's why I say if you are slothful in your secret places, you'll be exposed. The book of Daniel tells us about Daniel. And it said, I want to read that. Daniel 6 verse 3. It said this young man distinguished himself above the governors. And satraps, because an excellent spirit was in him. And the king gave him thought to setting him over the whole realm. Daniel did not begin by scheming to become the governor of the whole realm. Daniel just simply honed his talent relying on his inner strength, which is the Holy Spirit, that foreknew him, to expose to him what he might be and what he should do. And in all things he does it. Is the reason that he got to know how to communicate so well with God that he had no fear of anyone. He did not worship in secret and come out to play political games. He worshipped in secret and opened the windows for everyone to see who he was. And when the king calls him, he is able to express wisdom, which is a talent And the king looks at this and says, he has an excellent spirit. It means everything he does is with diligence. Excellent spirit. And he does it so well that the king looks at him among other governors and say, this one, it's not enough to put him in a small place. I need to lift him to the next level. What have you got? What is this your daily activity that you do so routinely that you do not see the talent in it? That is the problem with talent. You do it so routine that you don't realize that you've been gifted with it to set you apart. That is key. That's your talent. Many people have it, but find it that it comes to them naturally, so there's no reason to further invest in the excellence of it. It's like a letter writer or a speech writer. In fact, there are a lot of you here. If I say write a note for me right now, it comes to you so naturally, easily, that you'll write it and throw it there. So go and give it to him. You don't put in any more effort to bring it to the next level. I've watched speech writers that after the 4th, 5th speech, you don't want their speeches anymore because you can see clearly that there is no effort into this. The first one looks good. The second one looks good. The third one begins to look too routine. The fourth one now looks like the last two of them. The fifth one now has every word that you have ever read before and makes no sense. Except with a flag, that is why your president's COVID speeches, it became so routine, you didn't like it anymore. They stopped investing in excellence. It was okay the first time. The second time looks like a great general leading. The third, fourth, fifth time, the fifth one, you say, okay, I could cut the same thing, Bill. I'm not talking about the president. I'm talking about the one who is writing that thing for the president. Because he means well to talk to the nation, but someone has simply lost it. What brought the person there? The person has taken it so routine that they are investing no more. So you can literally tell everyone what the president is about to say even before he starts talking. You may be laughing at it, but that is how you yourselves are behaving. You can't get to the next level if you don't invest in excellence at this level.